Righty-ho. Shall we just do this? I think we shall. Greetings and salutations. It is 9 o'clock on a Sunday night and it can mean only one thing. It's time for the Keep Calm and Crack On show with me, Mel, the terrain tutor, your host for the night. That was rather professional, wasn't it? That was rather good. I'm seeing my screens filled with hell yes, good people. Good people. Yeah, how are you? Have you had a good weekend? I've had a good weekend. I've had the kids this weekend. As you all know, I haven't been seeing the kids really because of the chest and lockdown and stuff like that. Time's gone on, we've had a chat, all that sort of stuff, family stuff, and I've had the kids over. As you know from watching the shows, we had Corbin on Friday night and we had The Willow last night with Quackageddon. I came down this morning, to find that she had taken over my desk completely with soft toys, and the arrangement of plastics I'd left last night has been dearranged. Patrick's got a bad back. Well, I know that one, mate. I am fit and well. Although I spent the entire day, with the Wills. Which, okay. It is the Wills. Right. I am knackered. I've been tidying up, potting around, doing a few jobs like that. And with having the kids here as well, they've run me off my feet. Yeah, it's been really good, obviously. But, vodka tonight? No. Work day tomorrow, mate. Back into the studio tomorrow. Back into a proper routine. Yeah, so that's the battle plan for tomorrow. So no drinkies tonight. Yeah, work tomorrow. Did you see all the Pammy minute? Did you all see the Pammy miniature on the Facebook group? I think we all did. Steve saying his chest is finally clearing up. Is that post-COVID, dude? Or just general? Right. I'm not really sure what's gone on in the news COVID-wise, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, if we have that quick chat now. Hey, Tam. Yeah, I've seen this sort of plan bandied around on the Facebook just before the live show. Yeah. Well, Come on. No plans to have schools open over the summer holidays. I can't give you a clear date for schools reopening. And that's essentially everything from the Downing Street meeting. Okay, key developments. What's happened? UK death toll is up to 16,000. Obviously, that doesn't include care homes and all that sort of stuff. Almost 500,000 tests done. Gavin Williams said currently no plans to have school opens during the summer period. Delivery has been delayed. Williamson's listed on introducing for disadvantaged trying to learn at home, including buying laptops for those preparing for exams and giving 4G routers for those without internet. Okay, Gove conceded Boris. That's it. Yeah. Oh, Dr. Harris declines to say whether the UK peak has passed. No, we have not passed the peak. Not a chance. Steve saying asthma and chest infection. Britain getting COVID on top. Well, I'll get that chest infection done and you should be fine. Oh. It's the final countdown. I heard Spain is actually coming out of its peak, which is a good sign. Someone's been banding around on Facebook this guide of like a red, amber, green system of us coming out. The UK government spent 16 million on tests that do not work and were never checked to see if they would do. Yeah, I can believe that. I can believe just in the desperation someone put the order in. And 16 million isn't much in government terms. It's about what? Well, It's 16 Milan missiles. So yeah, in the UK we are just ticking along. What's the John Hopkins like? Let's have a quick look. Come on. John Hopkins is getting hammered. Right. And confirmed cases by sovereignty. 750,000 for the US. Where's UK? United Kingdom. Yeah. What's that? Nah, we're nowhere near the peak. Not a chance. Not a chance. Oh, need to get my hobby supplies back in place. Need to find an online supply of super glue. Any recommendations? Normally get it from Wilko's. You can normally get Wilko's. Don't Wilko's have an online store? Dan's sharing the STL file for Pammy. The Apocalyptic Panda. Oh. Burger King drive-through stream. No. I don't know if Burger King is open in the UK. Don't even know. Don't even need to know. Right now. Right, let's have a look. So. Yeah, you can see Spain's plateauing out. Italy's still going. France is doing funky stuff. We're just, as we say, we are just on the treadmill, aren't we? The treadmill of what you call it? Of lockdown. I know I can go to the studio and I'm really looking forward to going to the studio. But I am looking forward to just getting out and being able to go. Right, okay. Right, no wonder I wasn't getting my chat. Willow's changed my logins. Right, go to that. Come on. Yeah, just so I can keep an eye on what you call it. Yeah, right. They are online. Yeah, Wilko's has an online store and Wilko's is open. I would have thought Wilko's would be open because they sell lots of essentials, don't they? Medicines, bathroom stuff, food stuffs. Pagan's saying, can't you order food? Over here, most pizza places also do burgers that are 10 times better than BK or McDonald's junk. Yeah, the standard of our takeaway food here in the UK isn't that high. When go out, my wife makes take shower. When will the kids go back to school? I don't think they're going to go back to school before what you call it. I genuinely don't think we're going to see the kids back at school before September. I mean, they've turned round and I've just read on The Guardian that what you call it, that Gavin Williams, our school secretary, has said, nope, we're not doing summer school. Yeah. So I can't see him going back until the new academic year, to be truthful. Hey, Jace, we'll have to catch up after the chat, mate. Yeah, Norman's saying September. Tansin's saying she went to Wilko's on Friday, had to queue 10 minutes to get in, then queued 25 minutes for Poundland, only to discover there wasn't a queue, and I was in the Lidl queue. Oh, I haven't done that yet, but I'm sure I'm going to. I'm sure at some point I'm going to. Roberto saying in Italy schools will reopen in September. It makes sense. I mean, they're on about buying laptops and internet routers and things like that for the kids who struggle at school and stuff like that. Yeah, Bungus is saying next scholastic year here in Malta too. Yeah, and you guys are more advanced than us. Do you know what I mean? So I mean, you guys are a couple of weeks ahead of us. So I can't see the kids going back to school. I think, like we say, what we're going to see is we're going to see we'll see them roll in what you call it in September. The queue for Lidl stretched all the way to Poundland and then another 100 yards beyond. Yeah, Chris is saying Florida just made the decision not to reopen. I know you've got this states thing in the UK, in the US, but I do find it bizarre in this situation where each state is negotiating, and it's like it's a strange one. And I suppose for me, seeing how different states are handling the COVID situation from watching like the briefings on the US stuff, because obviously I have a lot of US followers and I have a lot of US friends. Yeah. I never really appreciated, how differently the states can act. I mean, I always knew there were different state laws. In each state, it was a little bit different. But it's in moments like this that you really see how independent they are. Those protests will have terrifying consequences. Yeah. I went to the local shop on Friday when Corbin came over. I queued for about 15 minutes to get in. Yeah, the queue was halfway around the car park. And I've got to say, I didn't mind the queue. I mean, it's summer at the minute. If it was pissing down, and I think I might feel a bit differently about it. I'd still queue because you've got to, but I quite enjoyed it, just sitting back on the wall and enjoying a little bit of slow time in life, if you know what I mean. But I must admit, I do like the supermarkets. What you call it, socially distanced. It's wonderful having, you feel like you're proper browsing. I don't know why, but the Germans lost their love for queues about 10 years ago. People are having money or food because of terrible politicians. There's even more dire consequences, I suppose. It's a mess. It is a mess. The fact that Trump has told people to basically bear arms in order to force lockdowns to be lifted. Not doing politics because it just makes no sense to me. For some reason, every time I watch your stream, I want fast food. You're not the only one, mate. Are all super glues the same for models? They vary actually, and certain ones, the better brands are better for models because the cheaper brands can give off vapors which can discolour your paint. Yeah, and so it's always better going for a better quality super glue. Personally, I prefer the gels. Yeah, when I'm working with models. Yeah, but everyone's got their own little taste at how they work and that sort of stuff. Tamsin, I made the sensible decision to take a book to read whilst queuing. How many other people in your queue did something sensible like that, Tamsin? Because my queue involved, my queuing normally involves watching mothers try and stop their children from running past everyone in the queue. Colin say, Mel, I need a number between 1 and 6. It's to tell which Tempest Scion I paint next. 3. 3 is the number of the model you will paint next. Not 1, not 2, and 4 is way out. Are you doing the one-way aisles in stores? A bit of an inconvenience, but it helps a lot. Yeah, I keep mistaking it though, because I go automatically for my milk and skip the meat aisle like I normally do. Yeah, I get my meat from a different chiller further down. California, 40 million population, less than 1% death rate. A study at Stanford University discovered that 85% have already been infected. Most had no symptoms. See that? Well, 1% death rate on what you call it on 40 million. Yeah, would be what, 400,000? And also, that wouldn't sit true with the demographics that you're seeing from other countries. Was there any super glue in your Cold War medic kit? No, we didn't have it actually. Always used to get annoyed that A&E departments had super glue. Yeah, but we didn't. We had to suture. Tam saying, none that I saw. I might take a book to my local queue. I might print different covers out for it though. Do one of those comedy cover books. You know, a guide to professional queuing. You told them to. Oh no, I'm not getting into politics. Not even reading those. Given no reliable antibody tests, how can anyone say how many have been infected? Exactly. You also have to keep in mind that when the flu comes back with a vengeance in fall. Yeah, this is another factor that people don't see. I've been said this quite a lot actually. Yeah, that we're dealing with a drama. Yeah, the world's having a bit of a wobble, but ultimately something else can happen as well. You know, so one coffee equals one space would be a good cover. Knots takes tissues and is sneezing to my cue due to pollen. How's your back, Mel? You look better, dude. Yeah, I am fine. I am fine. What I tend to do is once I get my back to a stage where I'm mobile, I tend to do physical work a bit. Yeah, you know, tidying up, that sort of stuff. Because the mobility really helps the back, and it really does. And it's like, yeah. So back wise, a little achy to be truthful. Yeah, at the end of the day, but at the same time, it's always been achy at the end of the day in a good state. Yeah, so I'll take that as a win. Not lots and lots of twangs. Yeah. Alien Invasion for Christmas 2020. I've got a plate of weenies and some mustard. It's no Burger King, but I've got chicken curry chunks. That's what the doc always said to me. Take the pain pads and start moving with a bad back. Yeah, mobility is the best thing you can do with a back. I'm really trying to restrict how much time I spend in this seat. I'm sort of limiting it, yeah, at the minute because it's sitting in an office chair that does my back in. Yeah, and there's been a lot of that over the past 12 months, shall we say. Yeah, and so it's one of the things that I am doing, I'm conscious of. Yeah, and I'm trying to get squared away. And so I've been up and about and moving about, but also I've been knackered, absolutely knackered. Yeah, I think it's moving about, being energetic and that sort of stuff. Oh, oh. On the plus side, I will be bright and bushy-tailed for the studio tomorrow. Didn't the Daleks use plagues as part of their innate invasion? I'm sure it's been in there sometime. I expect a big blue box in Cardiff. If that's the case, then Bungus. Yeah. So much. So much time I've caught up on painting miniatures that my shelves since mid-90s. I understand why the comments going. I'm waiting for the COVID virus to take a leaf out of GW's book and release the next version, COVID 20. No, I'm not sure. Is it COVID 19 because it's the 19th variant of the COVID, or is it COVID 19 because it was discovered in 2019? Spanish flu restrictions in spring 1918 put flu under control. War ended late in the year. People celebrated and the flu came back, killing more people than the war. I remember that. I remember reading about that. Not a COVID cough. Good luck, Jace. Talking paint, have you ever tried oil paints? They blend wonderfully. Yeah, oil paints, burnt umbers, siennas. Yeah, wonderful for weathering, as long as you've got a smooth surface to lay them down on. Right, discovered in 2019. Right. It is SARS-CoV-2. Right, okay, so and SARS, right. Serious acute respiratory syndrome. That one. So they were just curiosity, you know what I mean? But yeah, we there is a concern about a reoccurrence of other COVIDs. I mean, God knows what's locked up in the ice caps that are slowly melting. I'll tell you, being married to an ecologist for all those years, I used to hate Fridays because that's when she had her ecology lessons. Yeah. And that's when she'd come home and tell me all the bad things she'd heard to get it off my shoulders. Really? That's what's happening in the environment? Great. Interesting bit about Spanish flu was it was more lethal to young adults due to a cytokine reaction. Really? The thing is in the ice caps. I know that's waiting for us, along with the aliens and the lizard people. Yeah, who knows what's buried in those ice caps? But overall, yeah, we are groundhogging, aren't we? Yeah. We're just ticking along. I don't see us getting out of this until June, to be truthful. Stephen's saying, spent the afternoon going through my toolbox to find lots of random bits to make some scratch built spaceships for the kids to play with. Hoping to start on my model backlog now I can hold a brush steady without coughing. That sounds like a good day well spent, mate. Dan saying Revenge of the Mammoths. Yes, we could have that issue. I've seen V. I know the lizard people are still out there. I loved V. I absolutely loved V. I watched it when I was in primary school. Over here in Canada, the ice caps are in the Tim Hortons. That's obviously a Canadian joke because it means nothing to me. Evening all, evening all. Don't forget the moon Nazis. Hey, what was it? Prometheum something that they're mining on the moon. Love that film. I also like the new version of V. Good show. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm going to give it a couple of years before I go back to it. Yeah, I did like the old series. Tim Hortons, Dunkin' Donuts of the North, ice caps, ice cappuccino. Right, got you. I find it bizarre that people drink frozen beverages like coffees and you know what I mean? We have a Tim Hortons in Leicester. The Iron Sky Moon Nazis. That's them. That was a brilliant film. Oh, I've lost the slipper under the desk somewhere. Right. Come on, get my phone. If I bend down under the desk, the glare from the top of my head will just be devastating. Right. That's not a slipper, it's a pillar. Quick check of the phone. Yeah, just because I know the daughter's messaging. Right. I'll message your kids back after the live show. They're not going anywhere. They're in lockdown. Yeah, and based on the time they got up today. Yeah, and then again, I can't say anything. When it's 100 degrees outside, an ice beverage is nice. Yeah, I can understand that. An Iron Sky theme board would be very interesting. Like a moon-based one. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Right. Now, I've been playing around by a Bob Ross afro to avoid the glare then. I'm going to get some makeup. No, actually, I'm going to rig the lights properly. I think actually I've got too much light in this room than I need. Yeah, so we'll rig the lights properly. Iron Sky 2 was just silly. Yeah. Ironside 1 was good. Ironside 2 was just silly. Right. This is the battle plan. I am going to recharge the mug and then we're going to get some building done because I want to do some building, yeah? We've all had to buy Ray-Bans due to the glares. Well, I mean, they're easy to get on. Basically, how many adverts you see for them on Facebook. Right. I will be back in... Yeah. Well, someone's saying... they made a second. It wasn't... Yeah, it was kind of a second. But it was poor. Less silly than Sharknado. I still haven't seen Sharknado. I can't push myself hard enough to see Sharknado. I just can't. Right, I'm going to recharge the mug. Yeah, as in me. And then I've got a load of plastic down on the desk and I'll do a bit of building and we'll just carry on chatting while I do. So, yeah, I will be back in 2 seconds, guys. He's back. Return of the Mel. Let's see if we can get the number of likes up to Mel's age. Hey Jace, can we do something for Mel's birthday? I don't know if we... I don't know what you call it. I don't know. We're going to be in lockdown for my birthday, aren't we? Raptor saying, hello, thanks for all the great tutorials. Been into miniatures for 22 years. Made basic cardboard terrain with my dad, model railway, and for Warhammer. Now really inspired to make cool terrain. Nice one, buddy. Welcome to the club. The Terrainiac Grand? Yeah, right. I need to get some plastic on. Oh. Let me just get that camera. Come here, you. Come on, Sue. Oh, that's the kids. So professional. So professional. God knows what this is going to come out as. Quick check. Right. Sharknado was intentionally bad. It's supposed to be cheesy. Yes. I haven't gone near it. I need to order some plastic. What is Games Workshop doing? Are they shipping yet? I mean, we did hear what you call it? I did hear that a Warlord doing like social distancing and doing some sort of shipping. I saw a post on that. Roberto saying no, they're not shipping yet. Then again, they're a PLC, so they'll, you know. I bought Zombicide Black Plague a few days ago. Any tips to build easy, cheap walls? Foam board works really well, mate, for Zombicide. It's got the thinness that you need. Yeah, I do like Zombicide, I must admit. It's a good game. It's hard to ruin an intentionally cheesy movie, but they scored 100%. Yeah. As soon as my next student finance comes, it's being spent on a new terrain project. It's for food as well and accommodation, dude. No more GW for me. I'm FFG Star Wars stuff. I like to dabble in a lot of things, and one of the big things, I mean, since separating with Kez and that sort of stuff and getting into this house, if we hadn't had the lockdown, I'd be running the gaming club here. I mean, my table, this table here, is an MDF board, in fact. There you go. I was thinking, the table doesn't look quite right. Willow, the Willow effect. Hey, oh, that's better. I'm wondering why the angle of the webcam's off slightly. Yeah, but yeah, I've got on the table right now, I've got a 5 foot by 4 foot board. I'm gone for the full 6 by 4. Yeah. 10mm Mel. You can't go wrong. I want to play around with some small scale stuff, to be truthful. What about making literally everything from scratch? I've done that for years. Contact your FLGS. I've got a good mate who runs the local FLGS. Yeah, but he orders his when you order GW stuff from him, he orders it from GW. So if they're not delivering, he's only got in what he's got in. I've left my accommodation in London now, so I have plenty left over. Don't worry. Right, that's fine then. As long as you're okay, mate. I like Team Yankee for the small scale stuff. I'm thinking of finding something proper small scale, like micro armor. Yeah, for proper small scale. Good morning, Internet Ham. I'm going to use that now. Uh, is there a good source for triangles for making steel lattice for bridges, towers, radios? Not for the triangles. Typically, what you can buy, actually, yeah, go check out Plastruct. Plastruct? Yeah, Plastruct. PLA Struct. Yeah. They do a lot of girders and stuff like that. They're a railway slash architectural modelling supply. They do plastic bits. You might be lucky with there. So, yeah, not sure what's going on with the hobby, to be truthful. I'm looking forward to getting it all kicked off. Yeah. I love Dystopian Wars. Too bad Spartan Games closed, but I've seen new pictures of the British battleship currently on hold for new releases from War Cradle. Yeah, they get moved around a bit and that sort of stuff. I was looking at Dystopian Wars. Plastruct. Thank you, Norman. Well, that was a good brew. So yeah, what you call it? I want to get gaming again, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Once the book is done and, you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't be too far off that now. With all the other little bits and that sort of stuff. And then once we get out of lockdown and things normalise and we can get rolling again, we're going to be, what you call it, it's going to be a lot better. But I'm planning, I've figured out how I can shoot quicker content and stuff like that. And right to say, Mel, what did you say about micro armor? Did you try it or curious about it? I came across it, micro armor, back when years ago. The officers, they use it for military demos, and I saw a setup of it once, and so I've never played it. I had the rules for Challenger 2000, I think. Yeah, and the rules were ridiculous. It wasn't a game, it was a simulation. You can start gaming and I can read your book and build terrain again. That sounds like a plan. Any advice for terrain building when you have little storage? Just to get real good at Tetris. Actually, Bungus, no. Go down to the Talk Terrain playlist in my playlists, and there's a video on designing terrain for limited storage space, and it's about 25 minutes long, and it's full of different tips on how to design terrain specifically for small storage. Yeah. I use my old GW Epic stuff. Yeah. I'm so so gutted I got rid of mine. Micro armor, is that related to Hammer Slammers? No, I don't know. Hammer Slammers is John's book, isn't it? I think Flames of War V2 shortened the movement chapter from 35 to 10 pages or so. I love playing in 6mm because every stand is a mini diorama. I can get that. Raptor saying micro armor is a generic term for 1/300th scale 6mm miniatures. 1/300th scale is NATO scale. Well, it's US NATO scale. 1/285th is European NATO scale. So I'm looking. I'm dabbling in little areas like that at the moment. So. No, Hammer Slammers was more a friendly war game. Micro Armor is just a mass argument. I got that feeling from Challenger, to be truthful. Micro Armor is the brand name for GHQ's 6mm miniature line. Right, okay. Hammer Slammers is sci-fi. good new game rules just released by Battle Group Northag. I haven't seen them, but no, I'm going to explore some proper small scale stuff for some proper military, especially now Corb is getting up on his cadet stuff. Yeah, I think that'll be good, get him in a bit of battle group action. Right. Oh, sit at home. Back. Pammy's actually got a range of friends at the moment. Quacky. We've got Pammy, Pandy, Narwhal, Duck, Dino. You can tell Willow's been, can't you? Oh. Careful. I don't think. I've got to be realistic about sitting in this bloody chair. I'm using bolt action with cadets as it reinforces some of the leadership principles. Are you now? Renella, tell me more about that. Go on, type away, dude. I'm really interested in that comment. Really interested, because me and Core play bolt action. Did Willow bring those? I turned around and I said, right, you're going to need some toys. Yeah, and stuff. Because obviously at Dad's house, you know, you got to set up the bedrooms and that sort of stuff. Yeah. And I said, right, you know, we'll get some stuff for Dad's house, but bring some stuff from your house as well, so you can have it here. And then, you know what I mean? Willow has the greatest soft toy collection known to man. Yeah, there was one point. Over the years, I had to put them in bin bags. Yeah, in the attic in Kerry's house, what you call it. There is... Oh, nice one! Thank you, RPG. Yeah. There is, what you call it, there are bin bags full of soft toys. And she just keeps having them. She loves them. Yeah, but I remember at one point, yeah, her entire bedroom floor was soft toys. I mean, literally, you could just fall and land perfectly fine. Yeah, but she brought these. Quack you. A nice t-shirt idea. Wonderful t-shirt idea, but we need to sell t-shirts to pay for the illustrator who draws the pictures on the t-shirts. So I've called a, what you call it? I've called I've called a halt on merching for the moment. We've got enough. We need to sell some, but we've got other stuff to do first. But at least I've got merch now, and the link is down below, and it will appear on screen if you want merch. Everything from the Flockit, there's Pammy t-shirts, all sorts. Did you and Corb enjoy Lord of the Rings? We never got round to it, to be truthful. We were going to, but by the time we got squared away, it was too late in the night, and then the next day we were prattling around doing stuff. And what I'm planning on doing is saying, right, instead of like, right, we'll try, because Lord of the Rings, it's not something you fit in. You know what I mean? So my battle plan is, right, if we're going to do it, right, Corb, you come on your own one night, yeah, and we'll spend, you know, come here, because we're in lockdown, school holidays and all that sort of stuff, come here about midday, yeah, and we'll do the lot, all free, yeah, extended editions in one hit. Sadly, it looks like my only chance to ever play anything smaller than 28mm is on Skype with some older chaps from the UK or the US. Could find someone to play 15mm locally, 6mm never. That's interesting. Mel, which kits do your Necromunda build stairs come from? The stairs come from the girders kit. The ladders, that kit. Yeah. If you're talking about the actual steps, they're not from what you call it, GW, they're from Mantic Games. No, they're from their terrain crate, their sci-fi terrain crate. I really enjoyed the Tolkien Bio movie. Yeah. Any advice on sculpting a desert base for terrain? Sculpting it, just take some reference photos and follow those, mate. Yeah. Remember, it's going to be soft. It really depends, because deserts can vary from like rocky and craggy to like incredibly soft, fine sand, which are very different. You know what I mean? Right. What impacts the platoon becomes your teams? Thank you, Odin. Becomes your team. So getting rid of that nubular effect will impact your entire team. It's also about remembering your objective. It allows you to teach a touch of history with local units. Nice. You need to set up automation tools to sell merch on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, there's a lot of those sort of things to do, but I've sort of taken a line of, of just basically focusing on getting the book done because I'm behind on that, and I feel guilty about investing in other areas until that's done. Yeah, and it has affected my mental health, in all honesty. It has stressed me out a bit. And so I want the book done. I want, it off my shoulders. Yeah, so I can go, right, that's done. Yeah, I've met that commitment to everyone who backed me. Yeah, I mean, I will be eternally grateful to everyone who backed me, but no one was expecting, first for me and Kez to separate. Yeah, for me I have to get a new house, and then for a global pandemic. Yeah. Throw in the cancer scare, the COPD, and a few other things in between. I know one was expecting that, but I want to get the book finally finished, and off, and then we can, we can just soldier on, which is the battle plan at the end of the day. Have I missed the panda? Maybe. She's not made a big appearance tonight. Pammy hasn't made a big appearance tonight. I enjoyed the Togham film, and I liked spotting all the Liverpool landmarks in it too. Got the mug. PM you the photo of why I won't mix paint, water, and right. We'll check that out. We will all be happy to see 2020 gone. Do you know what's crazy? That we're ready to write the year off. Yeah, people are ready to write the year off, and we're not even Just 1 second. YouTube comments have popped out. Twitchers and Facebook. Right, we're getting a lot of followers on Twitch. I wonder if someone's figured out they can they can make a noise on the screen. I'm gonna have to figure out that alert box. Keeps doing it. Don't know where it's coming from, but I will figure it. I will get it. Multitasking during a live stream is always fun. I know. With the book, it's less you not finishing it, more you having that bit of extra time for reflection and improvements. I know it is, but at the same time, it's, for me, it was like a lot of people backed me, and I don't feel like, I don't want to get stuck into something else until, until I've fulfilled my commitment to them. Yeah, and every time, it was a bit like the bad back last week. I was getting ready, right, let's get stuck into this. And then I couldn't think, I couldn't think that... Right, I couldn't think about, 1 second. I couldn't think about, with the back, the problem was, just as I was getting ready to get sucked back into it, I couldn't sit in the bloody chair for longer than, a couple of minutes. I am feeling a bit achy now, to be truthful, but this is one of the things that you got to do. But, tomorrow morning, straight back in, crack on. A couple more little, shots for the practical section. and then cracking on with just getting it done, because I've got so much I want to do for the channel, but I don't feel right doing it for the channel right now. So I do these shows just to keep connected with you guys, so you know that I haven't disappeared. And you know, I wasn't even sure I'd be able to get out of the house. I couldn't get out of the house last week because you're not allowed to drive on my, on my meds. Yeah, and so it's been quite challenging. But yeah, I have grand plans for the channel. I'm really looking forward to getting back into it. Mel, you need one of those hang by your books, by your boots inversion swings. No, I don't. No, I don't. You know what I mean? I don't like inversion therapy, to be truthful. I mean, inversion therapy only works on prolapse discs anyway. It doesn't work for my type of back problem, which is basically a protective spasm issue. I mean, I don't actually have, I don't have any sciatic pain normally. It's only when my back cramps up that I get it. And so inversion therapy wouldn't actually help me. Is that a panda behind you? That's not Pammy? Yes, it is. Can you just... They are. They are. Now everyone's like, is that a duck? I look, right, okay. My back's starting to ache. We have had a good show. I am not going to kill it yet. But I am not killing my back. We've got back in the saddle. I'm not breaking my back. And I can... Actually, yeah. That's why I'm slouching and sitting back all the time and sliding under. It's getting tight. Right. So, we have Dino, the dinosaur. We have Narwhal, the narwhal. We have Pammy, the panic panda. Yeah. We have Pandy. Yeah. And we have Quackzilla. Actually, this is duck. Your Pammy is printed in resin. Oh, God. So, very quickly. Panny, even Pagan's giving me grief. So, from me and the gang, yeah, I would just like to say, hope you've had a wonderful Sunday night. For those of you who have work in the morning, yeah, hope you have a good start. Hope it's giving you a good start to the week. For those of you on lockdown, I will see you tomorrow night when I get back from the studio. In the meantime, you know how we end these shows. Yeah, with a with a hell yeah. So, if you've had a good show, fill the screens with hell yes, and I'll see you tomorrow. All the best, yeah? Ta-da.